Hello and welcome to Citation Needed, the podcast where we choose a subject, read a single article about on Wikipedia, and pretend we're experts, because this is the internet and that's how it works now. I'm Noah, and I'm going to be hosting this week, but I take no responsibility for the subject matter whatsoever. I want to take a very hands-off approach to this episode. So don't worry, my co-hosts Heath, Eli, and Cecil are ready to wait on you hand and foot.
Okay, no substitutions. The menu is a list of things we have. Just name them.
Nobody else is saying anything.
Yeah, right. No, I noticed.
Yep.
All right. So before we get started, I want to remind everybody that based on that introduction alone, it's clearly only a matter of time before I get canceled. I originally wrote we get canceled, but now it's I get canceled. Yeah, right. I'm out here by
Nobody
myself.
else volunteered, but
If you'd like to help fund my early forced retirement, be sure to stick around to the end of the show. And with that out of the way, tell us, Cecil, what person, place, thing, concept, phenomenon, or event are we going to be talking about today?
I'm only guessing at how to say the name Matthew Buchinger.
That's right.
Okay.
And Eli, you fingered through the article. Are you ready to tell us what's afoot?
Indeed, I am, Noah.
All right. So lest we get off on the wrong foot, I'm going to hand things off to you. Who is Matthew Buchinger?
Get them all out at the top.
I know I didn't. I really didn't, Eli. It's nothing but that the whole way.
I have a bit of a reputation.
Sorry, Cecil.
If it's all you give him, he can't edit it.
There's nothing I could do about it.
Yeah.
There's no alternative.
His hands are tied.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'll toe the line. I promise.
I have a bit of a reputation on our radio program for exaggeration, for allowing the facts to slip through the cracks.
Like now, with exaggeration. Yep.
Today, I have the story of a man so extraordinary that I fear once again I shall be accused of pants aflame. But if aflame they are, do not look to blame me, for I'll be telling the tale of Matthew Buchinger via the words of magician and historian Ricky J., as today's essay is a selection from his incredible book, Learned Pigs and Fireproof Women.
Boo, Eli read a book and likes an author. Boo.
To be fair, I didn't read the book. I just found this. In the early 18th century, Matthew Buchinger, sometimes Buckinger, was one of the best-known performers in the world. He played more than half a dozen musical instruments, some of his own invention, and danced the hornpipe. He amazed audiences with his skills at conjuring. He was a marksman with a pistol and demonstrated trick shots at ninepins. He was a fine penman. He drew portraits, landscapes, and coats of arms, and displayed remarkable calligraphic skills.
Oh, and he was a calligrapher. This just keeps getting more exciting.
Surely he could be considered one of the most versatile of all entertainers. His accomplishments seem even more impressive when we realize he never grew taller than 29 inches, that he displayed these and many additional skills, though lacking feet, thighs, or arms, surely makes him one of the most remarkable men who ever lived.
Pretty badass.
Buchinger was, according to Caulfield's portraits, memoirs, and characters of remarkable persons, quote, little more than the trunk of a man, saving two fin-like excretions growing from his shoulder blades, resembling more the fins of a fish than the arms of a man. He could, however, combine his fins to grasp the objects which he so ably manipulated.
Okay, so like lots of showing up at people's houses being like, yeah, I'm Matt, asshole. Moving on. What are you, 8?
Jesus Christ.
That he possessed one fully operative appendage is verified by a prodigious supply of offspring.
I wasn't thinking about his dick. What?
I was.
Buchinger proudly listed in the short autobiographical sketches that often accompanied his artworks 4 wives who bore respectively 1, 3, 6, and 1 children.
Wow.
Although Caulfield listed the year of Buchinger's death as 1722, he probably survived until at least 1740 and fathered 3 additional children, bringing the total to 14.
Might have just been easier to learn to draw with that. You know what I mean?
The marksmanship is even more impressive now.
Right?
Trigger one.
Born Matthias, he used the name Matthew. Born Matthias, he used the name Matthew in Great Britain on June 2nd or 3rd in 1674. Original drawings in his own hand give him both dates.
His own hand? Really, man?
In Germany at Ansbach, near Nuremberg, He was the last
What?
of 9 children, and then they fucking
doing?
stopped having children. Proud that as a youngster he was not exhibited as an attraction, Buchinger was allowed instead to enjoy the benefits of an education and the time necessary to practice his unusual skills. When his parents died, he began his career as a performer. The first accounts of his shows were recorded in 1709 in Nuremberg, Augsburg, Stuttgart, and Zurich. A calligraphic document requesting permission to obtain a booth at the Nuremberg New Year's Festival was drawn by Buchinger on December 19th of 1708. A contemporary account of the, quote, wonderful little man of Nuremberg can be found in a fascinating manuscript, A Short History of Human Prodigies and Monstrous Births, of dwarfs,
Jesus.
sleepers, giants, strongmen, hermaphrodites, numerous births, and extreme old age,
Wow.
etc.
I bet he did roll his eyes a little bit at A Short History, though.
Its author was James Paris du Plessis, a servant of Samuel Pepys. For many years, Paris witnessed, described, and sketched the peculiar characters he encountered. The result was a book of more than 300 pages, which included 54 hand-colored drawings of strongmen, giants, dwarfs, fire eaters, Siamese twins, frog-faced children, and horned women. Particularly fascinating was a 2-part before and after series of sketches of a hermaphrodite, which detailed the show person's method of exhibition via a trapdoor in its clothing, which lifted to allow viewers scrutiny. The Paris manuscript was apparently the source of an oft-quoted story about Buchinger. Quote, he had a great deal of money, but his last wife, Paris lists but 2, was a very perverse woman who would spend all his money very prodigally and luxuriously in eating, drinking, and clothes, and would not permit him to eat or drink as she did, and beat him cruelly, which he had borne patiently. But one day, she, having beat him before company, that so provoked him that he flew at her with such force that he threw her down, and getting upon her belly and breast, and did so beat her with his stumps that he almost killed her, threatening to beat her in the same manner if she ever did so any more. And she became after a very dutiful and loving wife. End quote.
Couples therapy was so different back then, guys. Really different.
Just spinning a pistol around his dick. Oh, yeah, no, sorry, Dr. Glauber. I feel like I want to side tackle Abigail because she's a bitch.
Yeah, I was just thinking, though, that this story needed a little bit of spousal abuse to really complete that comedy poison trifecta, Eli. I appreciate it, though.
You've
Whoa.
got to picture it, Noah. If you picture it and you still don't think it's funny, then I don't know what to do. Paris drew Buchinger in a gaudy raiment with a fashionable wig, quote, which he combed, oiled, and powdered very well, and a plumed hat of the kind we are accustomed to see on a pirate captain. This unique manuscript was sold by the author, then destitute in old age, to Sir Hans Sloane, doctor, collector, and founder of the British Museum for 1 guinea.
Possibly the least problematic piece in that museum. At least in terms of provenance, for sure.
Yeah. Also, in Sloane's collection at the museum is a handbill for a performance of Buchinger's at the, quote, corner house of Great Suffolk Street near Charing Cross. There, the little man exhibited his skills at 5 and 7 o'clock for the fees of 1 shilling for the 4 seats and 6pence in the back.
Dude, you got to do platinum night. The key is platinum night.
In 1728, Buchinger showed at a room next door at the 2 Blackmore's Heads in Holborn near Southampton, exactly at the hours of 10, 12, 2, 4, 6, and 8, which will be punctually observed that no person may lose any time. This schedule was too exhausting for even so remarkable a fellow who never seems to have exhibited with such alarming frequency ever again.
Okay, shooting guns with his dick, I see how that's entertaining, but what the fuck else is he doing? He's drawing calligraphy while people look from the fucking take bets on what he's going for from the back row? Jesus.
It's like a Trump rally and that lady drawing Trump Jesus. Or
Yeah,
whatever the
right.
fuck.
Yeah. Buchinger pleased the royalty and nobility. An end-of-the-year advertisement in the Daily Post announced appearances before 3 emperors and most of the kings and princesses of Europe, including Leopold I, Joseph I, and Karl VI. He was particularly proud to have obtained the favor of King George I of England on several occasions. Robert Harley, the Earl of Oxford, was also a patron, and a number of Buchinger's pieces are preserved in the Harleian collection at the British Library. According to a biographical dictionary of actors, actresses, and musicians, dancers, managers, and other stage personnel in London, 1660 to 1800, Edward Joffrey observed Buchinger's finishing a self-portrait 6 by 4 inches, in which, quote, instead of shades for the curls of his hair are psalms written in different characters, which at some distance looked like shades done with a hair pencil. The size, as well as the style and execution of Buchinger's work, are worthy of approbation. In many examples, the text cannot be read even by those of keenest eyesight without scientific aid. One such drawing, now in the author's collection, done in brown ink on vellum at Bath in 1717, is probably the same piece mentioned by Edward Wood in Giants and Dwarfs, London, 1868. Quote, in Mr. Phillimham's collection was a beautiful specimen of Buchinger's calligraphy, being the Lord's Prayer, the Ten Commandments, Creed, and many other things in very minute writing, within an architectural design, end quote. The survival of such ephemeral sheets over nearly 300 years is further testimony to Buchinger's prowess. Samples exist in many museums and private collections in England, Scotland, Germany, and the United States. Examples of minute writing have long been recorded. Cicero claims to have seen the Iliad in a nutshell, and Peter Biales, a celebrated Elizabethan...
Man.
A celebrated Elizabethan calligrapher lettered the entire Bible, quote, in a walnut shell no bigger than a hen's egg, end quote.
Oh, okay. So not like a gigantic walnut shell the size of an elephant.
Yeah.
It's like a walnut-sized walnut shell.
Okay, yeah.
If anybody gets adding that, it's you, Heath, right? Like
Exactly.
you would be the one guy who would find this elephant-sized walnut shell and go, you know what?
Anything that contains a walnut is a walnut shell, yeah. These scribes, of course, had the benefit of conventional digits, hands, and arms with which to produce their Lilliputian work.
Yeah, I see why this show was only getting 6 pence for the balcony, though. Yeah.
Although Buchinger for a time supported his family comfortably via his exhibitions and a sale of his wide variety of artworks, he produced ornate fans, coats of arms, and perhaps one of the earliest known valentines as a gift for one of his daughters. He was later to face financial troubles. The problems for Buchinger were the same as for many contemporary showmen. In petitioning for money, he explained, quote, his wonderful art's no longer a novelty, having shewed them throughout all the kingdom. But your petitioner's expenses and great changes in traveling and keeping servants who must support the entertainment with music and other employments eats out, washes, and consumes much the greater part of the profit, so that now your petitioner despairs of getting any more, end quote.
All right. Well, I'm as curious as the next guy what's going to happen when his creditors show up with the intention of cutting him off at the knees. But first, a quick break for a little apropos of nothing.
Hi, Matthew?
It's Matthew.
Matthew. So fun. Anyways, I'm Karen. I'll be your employment placement representation ally here at Tampa Stop. Why don't we begin with you telling me about your current employment gap?
Oh, I was like a performer, I guess, but seems like people are less interested these days with the performance.
Matthew, can I interrupt?
Yeah, sure.
Do you see this ceramic cat on my desk?
Yeah.
He's holding a little sign. You see that little sign? Do you see what it says?
Yeah. It says, it's all about attitude.
That's exactly right, Santhu. It's not
what
people are less interested these days. We just need to reassess what you're representing to your market.
Right. It's just that people are literally buying less tickets to my shows.
Can I interrupt you while you talk? Is that okay?
You can just talk.
I think the biggest difference maker for you in this process is going to be
attitude. Is it?
That's exactly right. Now, how about a job at a massage parlor?
I don't have arms,
and
I can't massage people because of that.
Okay, well, this is going to be a lot harder than I thought, Karshu.
Matthew.
And we're back where we last left off. Our hero needed a new direction, but he was a bit stumped. So, Eli, where does he go next?
Jesus Christ.
Perhaps hoping to attract new audiences, Buchinger constantly varied his repertoire. His act constituted of playing musical instruments, not in the manner of general amateurs, but, said Caulfield, in the style of a finished master. He performed on a Bavarian folk instrument called the Hackbrett, the dulcimer, trumpet, bagpipe, guitar, oboe, drum, kettle drum, flute, and strange flute, thought to be the German transverse flute, which he tried to combine mechanically with the violin as a separate instrument.
I have so many questions.
Right? He shaved himself.
That's why they're called F-holes, right? Right?
He shaved himself.
His dick.
He shaved himself, threaded a needle, ground corn into flour, and carved figures in wood.
Okay, see, that's why you don't ask the audience for ideas. Sorry, you want me to grind corn into flour? Is that what somebody said? All right. This is going to be a while.
All right.
Does anybody have corn? Do you have corn with you?
Do you have a grinding implement with you? Is there a grinder?
All right.
Of some kind?
Paris witnessed the, quote, little man cut paper in several curious shapes, forms, and figures, load and discharge a pistol, and never did fail of hitting the mark. He darted a sword at a mark at a great distance. Buchinger was also an expert gamesman and was proficient at shuffleboard and roly-poly.
No one's biting on that one, Eli. You can just keep going.
Come
You can just keep
on.
reading. No.
Quote,
Nobody's
nor
doing
could
it.
the most experienced gamester or juggler obtain the least advantage of any tricks or games with cards or dice, end quote.
Okay. All right. I'm not trying to be a dick. I would have obtained an advantage. Like, for sure. There's all different ways I would have obtained an advantage. I'm just saying.
Are jugglers supposed to be good at card games? Because I suck.
Yeah, apparently. It was at Skittles or Nine Pins, a popular precursor to bowling, that we have the most complete account of his exhibition. On February 20th of 1730, the artist Peter Tilemans sent an account of Buchinger's performance to Reverend Cox Marco. Quote, Sir, in obedience with your commands, I went last night in the company with my friend Mr. Ram to see the wonderful little man, and enclosed I send you a specimen of his performance and the pen he wrote with. While we were there, he plays on a guitar and hautboy, both of his own working as well as his invention, sounds the trumpet, and would have danced but for a violent cold. He gave us a touch of cup and balls and tipped 9 pins all sorts of ways. Here's a piece of writing that contains the Decalogue, about 8 inches long and 4 broad, with a glass and frame, which I think very curious. The purchase is but half a guinea.
You didn't say he was Italian.
And I am sure you will be very much pleased with the surprising neatness of it. If you approve of it, I will send it down. End quote. Tillmans made sketches during the exhibition. These showed the settings for the little man's instruments, the way he held pen for writing, the diagrams of his trick skittle shots. Long thought lost, these drawings are in the manuscript collections of the British Library. 4 skittle shots were sketched and described, hitting specific pins while avoiding others, striking designated pins while passing the ball through a maze of lit candles, 2 variations, and knocking down pins which a glass of liquor was balanced on, without spilling a drop. Buchinger's own rather modest assessment of these accomplishments was that he, quote, plays skittles or 9 pins to a great nicety, end quote.
All right, but if it's just him rolling down the alley, that doesn't count. I just want to be clear.
Okay, I got to be honest. I would go to this guy's show, like, except for the corn into flour or the churning butter out of cream or whatever. But a bunch of his other stuff is pretty cool. You do
Keith,
trick shot.
I need you to picture, before you say such a stupid fucking thing, I need you to picture this guy coming out he's 29 inches tall, and he's like, now I'm gonna grind corn into flour. You're not watching? You're not watching?
Oh, okay. You're objecting to my exception. Yeah,
exactly.
No, I'd stay for the flour thing too.
I'm watching. I'm watching whatever he fucking does.
How's he gonna do it?
How's he gonna fucking do it?
I wouldn't stay if it's the encore, but I would stay if it's the regular show. Yeah.
Perhaps even more impressive were his attainments as a conjurer.
Yeah, no, he excelled at the nothing up this sleeve bit, for example.
Jesus Christ.
And all his skills, practice, and dedication were important. In magic, he was required not only to learn the techniques of sleight of hand, but to master the physical and psychological principles of deception. His handicap would seem to make this impossible. For example, the skill necessary to make small cork balls appear, vanish, and multiply under various cups is considerable. As Buchinger needed both of his small appendages to move each cup, he could hardly misdirect the attention of the audience to one cup while surreptitiously introducing the ball under another. Consequently,
Is that how that trick works?
I know, right? Fucking Ricky
What?
Jake, giving it all
Fucking
away over
ruined
here.
it for me.
Consequently, he was
Thought it was
forced to
magic.
invent techniques which would accomplish his goals. The whole art of legerdemain, to which are added
Legerdemain?
several tricks of cups and
You're a
balls
magician.
and etc., as performed by the little man
It's
without
not a
hands or feet.
legerdemanian.
A rare pamphlet, most likely first published in the 1730s, described Buchinger's methods, an ingenious mechanical device which enabled him to produce or vanish balls without the use of digital manipulation.
Oh,
Additionally-
he outsourced it. That doesn't count.
Yeah. Additionally, by switching the 3 cups used in the routine for 3 others kept in his bag, Buchinger managed to produce a startling finale. The appearance of ears of corn, a large orange, and even a live bird from the
Wow.
supposedly empty cups.
Okay. So, Eli, when you first read about this guy, how did it make you feel as, like an appendaged magician who does mostly Facebook stalking based tricks?
Lucky.
felt pretty great.
I felt lucky.
This guy's like an innovator.
Yeah. Ironically, Buchinger survives even today in one of the strangest terms ever recorded in a slang dictionary. In Richard and Spears' Slang and Euphemism, New York, 1981, appears the entry, Buckinger's boot, the female genitals. From a tale about a man named Matthew Buckinger, British, 1700s to 1800s, the first appearance of this peculiar phrase seems to be the second edition of Frederick Gross's Classical Dictionary of the Vulgar Tongue, published in London of 1788, which reads, quote, Buckinger's boot, the monosyllable. Matthew Buckinger was born without hands and legs, notwithstanding which he drew coats of arms very neatly, and could write the Lord's Prayer within the compass of a shilling. He was married to a tall, handsome woman, and transverts the country, shoeing himself for money. Monosyllable he elsewhere defines rather politely and delicately as a, quote, woman's commodity. In researching this book, there were many surprising discoveries, revelations, and unearthings. Perhaps none was as satisfying as solving the riddle of the origin of Buckinger's boot, a riddle which has puzzled the foremost linguists and entomologists. How
Not
did Matthew...
entomologists.
How...
Well, maybe insect people were puzzled.
Exactly. How did Matthew Buckinger become forever linked with that certain part of the female anatomy? As he had no arms and legs, the only appendage on which he could put a boot was his appendage.
Well, okay, so I feel like this was a slang term made up by people who couldn't find the clit, right? It's as hard to find as the boot of a man with no feet, right?
Oh, sure, yeah.
That's
it's in
my
there.
guess.
It's like a Zen koan.
Yeah, right.
Not willing to leave this marvelous little man on such a conspicuous note, I feel duty-bound to say farewell by reproducing a wonderful broadside from 1726.
Concupiscent? What the fuck does that mean?
Like
Poem
sex related,
on...
right?
Don't
Like
look it up now. He's literally Googling it.
He's Googling it right now.
Fuck yeah, I
Tell
am.
me.
Poem on Matthew
I think I got
Buckinger.
it right.
Lustful,
greatest-
sensual, or eagerly desirous. Yeah.
There you go.
Huh.
It describes a state of intense, powerful yearning or an ardent longing for something or someone.
you go.
Concupiscent. What a great fucking word.
Yeah. There you go. Poem on Matthew Buckinger, the greatest German living. See gallants wonder and behold this German of imperfect mold. No feet, no legs, no thighs, no hands. Yet all that art can do commands. First thing he does, he makes a pen. Is that a wonder? Well, what then?
Well, something more impressive than making a fucking pen.
Make corn flour.
Why, then he writes and strikes a letter. No Elzeverian type is better.
Told you I could work Elzeverian into my poem. Wait till I
Fix
get
it.
cut to concupiscent or whatever the fuck that was. What rhymes with concupiscent, guys?
Fixed in his stumps directs the quill with wondrous gravity and skill. Upward, downward, backward, forward, eastward, westward, southward, northward.
Feels like you're really overselling how far this guy moves.
Right, is he spelling out ye olde Konami code here?
In short, to every compass
In
point.
short, really? Sorry.
Though shortened at the elbow joint, the foliage round it he displays does more our admiration raise. For hair
Makes it
strokes
look
to the
bigger
eye,
if you
they
trim that foliage.
For hair strokes to the eye they pass, and yet their letters through a glass. Thus he with double art can write, at once to please and cheat the sight. With his wife at cards he plays, the trumps already played conveys. Into his stumps the standers by, confess them quicker than the eye. His wife exclaims, but all in vain, he plays them o'er and o'er again. Nay, what is more, when all is done, they own the game is fairly won.
No, it's not. I'm pretty sure they're just cheating at bridge there. He's
right,
just
yes,
cheating.
Clearly, yeah. Also, hey, if the fifth stanza of your poem about my greatness has to settle for he's also really good at gin rummy, don't write the fucking poem. Leave it to someone else that knows me better.
Oh, man.
Hands. He throws the dice as careless down as any gamester in the town, and though the number cast be 3, 2 sixes you shall ever see, thus raffling with his wife he wins, and every pleased spectator grins.
Okay, well, if he's particularly good at rolling sixes, that's also cheating. This guy's a fucking cheat.
A lot of cheating.
All cross-legged whilst he is at play, a compliment he can repay. His dulcimer he next attacks with nimble and melodious thwacks.
I don't think that's how you play that.
Yeah, it's hard to
instrument,
reconcile the
actually.
adjectives nimble and melodious with the verb thwacks.
Wax.
Guys,
What are you cutting down a tree? What are you doing?
You nimbly thwacked that tree.
You're not picturing it. The strings, like birds with warbling throats, send forth 10,000 blended notes, though great the number all agree in well-concerted harmony. No sound can please the ear so much, no hand can have so sweet a touch, and yet you'd think 'twould be more become his stumps to thump a kettle drum.
Again, okay, I'm not trying to be a dick. Kettle drum is the least impressive instrument if you're putting on a no arms, no legs musical show. Like, you can hit a drum with whatever.
Jesus.
Nobody cares.
You're not picturing it.
Oh, gosh. You're like the Simon Cowell of the
Yeah,
panel.
right,
You're just
right,
throwing
yeah,
this
it's
guy
like,
off the
exactly.
stage. Get him out of here. That ain't
Exactly.
impressive.
It's a no from me, dog.
Piano.
I'm Randy also, too, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
The tricks he plays at cups and balls, 'tis wrong in any man who calls them sleight of hand as he gives out. They're sleight of stumps, and are no doubt.
Oh, no, it's slight, SLIGHT of hand. Sleight of hand. That makes sense.
The ninepins quite surpass my muse. In vain his art she there pursues. The wondrous wisdom of his bow, for surely it must have a soul. When one direction makes it go, to this, to that, and to and fro. Trips up these pins and let those stand, observing Buckinger's command. Thus Homer made his javelins fly, and chose the men that were to die. Great sir.
This is a long poem.
Great
Who
sir.
you casting as Homer?
Great sir, of 3 foot high to raise, to thee a monument of praise, requires a lofty German strain, a noble and exalted vein.
Wow, was not expecting a pro-eugenic stanza in the middle
Right?
of this poem.
Should've.
I
Wow.
kind of
Should've,
was, if
he
I'm being
should've.
honest.
Yeah. No, she's not worthy, my poor muse, I cannot say to wipe your shoes, but had you shoes to wipe, I swear, it should be thine, great Buckinger.
Come on.
I know this poem's too long, but I couldn't cut. I literally sat here going, oh, can I cut that? No, I can't cut that.
All stays.
Great trunk of man, be not ashamed that nature has thy body maimed. In thee just emblem she would try the mighty force of industry.
Industry doesn't work. I'm sorry.
What gifts are to thy mind denied by art and care may be supplied. Observe the moon, the stars, the sun, how constant through their work they run. Among them all we cannot spy a hand or foot, a leg or thigh.
You know who else doesn't have hands? The sun. Exactly. Do you say the sun? You hate the sun? Is that what you're saying?
The oak could not the trophy bear, till that branches cropped wear. Nor would thy fame have been so great,
Come
had
on.
nature formed thee quite complete.
So, and
You
if had
couldn't
to-
get a real rhyme for the last 2
Right.
lines.
right. All right. So Eli, if you
Sweet,
had to,
so sweet, fame so sweet,
there you
complete. There you go. Fuck.
go. That works. And if you had to summarize what you learned in one epic poem, what would it be?
Keith wasn't picturing it. If he was picturing it,
I said
he would have
I'm
been
going to the
all
show.
the way.
Some impressive stuff in there.
But you're
Except
ruining
for-
dinner beforehand.
Except for the drums, because like whatever, drums,
Mhm.
everybody can be
Sure,
that.
Sure.
The corn thing actually is pretty cool now that you like describe it to me.
I don't think that was
He's
in the show.
spinning around it
Are you ready for the quiz?
like wrecking ball. Yeah.
I like that he eventually learned to produce ears of corn as a magic trick because of that, because he got forced to deal with it. All right. Here's my question. What was the most popular song performed by Matthew Buchinger? A. Taco Bell's Canon in D. Just a beautiful song, and you're a bigot for whatever you were thinking just now.
All right, I've got one for you, Eli.
It's A.
Yeah, it's got yep. Of the following, which is a way that you have not pronounced this gentleman's last name today? I'm kidding. No, here's my real question. Why, Eli, have you now highlighted something like 14 different musicians on this show? A, you picked the cornerstone of your personality when you were 8 years old and never looked back. B, we recently asked you to start writing the same number of essays as everybody else and making us know about magicians as your revenge. C, you hope that you'll start a trend where each new generation of magicians will scrape the internet for obscure magicians to talk about in a sad bid for secular immortality.
Ooh.
Or D,
It's like all the humanities.
right, yeah, to rub in the fact that there are no remotely interesting jugglers to talk about anywhere in the vast expanse of history.
Gotta go with all of the above.
It
Secret
is
answer.
all of the above. I thought I
above.
had you.
Okay, Eli, what's the best brand of vaginal footwear? A. Merkenstock.
Nice.
B. Poon Boot. C. Tommy Hilfiger. Or D. The JJ Crew.
The JJ Crew. I like a reach.
There you go. That's the one.
Or it isn't. Doesn't matter. Cecil wins
Well,
anyway because his jokes were way
it's
better
Merkenstock.
than
I'm
ours.
sorry. Yeah.
So, yeah, you're our winner.
Okay, I will choose Heath then.
All right. Well, for Heath, Cecil, Eli, and usually Tom, I'm Noah. Thanking you for hanging out with us today. We're going to be back next week. And by then, Heath will be an expert on something else. Between then and now, you can pick a random podcast, and I bet one of us is going to be on it. At least 1 in 4 chance. And if you'd like to help keep this show going, you can make a per episode donation at patreon.com/citationpod or leave a 5-star review everywhere you can. And if you'd like to get in touch with us, check out past episodes, connect with us on social media, or check the show notes, be sure to check out citationpod.com.
Piano teacher.
Nope. No.
Cat's cradle.
That's not even a job.
Have fingers.
Okay.